Alright, we're back playing Final Fantasy VIII, and now we're going to continue onward with the actual plot. I know it's been quite some time, but time to go on. This is Trabia Garden. Trabia Garden has been hit by missiles. It is not in good shape. No, really, you think? Looks that way. Terrible. Okay, Barkley. Well, they weren't nukes, so it's not radioactive. So you gotta climb the green netting here to get in. Basically just, this is a Follow Her Simulator 2019. Oh look, it's... she's, right over there. Do you not see her in the distance? How are you not that aware? Thank you, Captain Psychologist. So, yeah. Yes. Yes, we have. Well, no real greater help than anybody else, but... yeah, what is wrong? Wait, what do you mean? It's like, it doesn't matter what I do. It's... if I act my normal self, they tell me to be someone else, or to be some way else. If I act, you know, according to the way they want, they just tell me that's not like me. So there's no winning with any of these people. But this is a Thundaga draw point. We're gonna have... we could draw some just to have some. And then... no, not... what is the... okay, circle is the walk button. So what you want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is it? There it is. Weapon Monthly August. It is so close to the edge of the screen that it's easily missable. You're not paying attention, or you don't know that it's there. Yeah, punishment, Urgai's, the Cardinal, and save the Queen. Again, we could probably get a lot of these different things, and I'll give it a shot in between. Actually, let me check. One of the things I never actually did was have the dog start learning things. Because you're supposed to put him on a... obviously, they taught you this during the tutorial when we got her, but... you're supposed to have him learn stuff, and then he could do things based on what kind of pet pal magazines you have. Okay, the other thing I want to do is over here on the right. There's a zombie draw point that I don't particularly care for. Just grab some of those just because. Zombie, as part of, like, status attack, is good, because then you can basically, if something's really tough and is not immune to zombie, you could zombie it and then just, you know, throw a phoenix down at it and instant death. Works on things that aren't immune to zombie that have just a ton of HP. I never actually use the strategy, but it is something that you could do. Okay, so there's supposed to be... like, yeah, there's a few Timber Maniacs back there. You're supposed to be able to see it on the ground. I didn't. I just randomly walked around and hit X until I found it. that's done. What, this is ready already? The thing about the August spells is that I want to try to have my main physical attackers have 100 of the basic elements so that I can equip it to their elemental attack just to get the extra damage on enemies that have an exploitable weakness. Tonberry King? What? Oh, he's dreaming. We have the Tonberry King, so... Okay, fine. Don't talk to me. Speaking of Tonberry King, I did some AP grinding as I said I was gonna. Pandemona learned a bunch of stuff, including, absorb and strength plus % and the speed %, all that stuff that I said I was going to. Pretty much everybody except the last two and Carbuncle are almost done with their, Diablo's done. Guzdan is basically on his last legs. Everyone before that is finished. But for triple, I learned Call Shop and Familiar, which Familiar makes it easier to buy rarer items at shops, and Call Shop lets you summon basically any shop that you've been to in the entire game just at random. So essentially, we have infinite money anywhere now because we can always summon like the Timber item shop. But yeah, so we're going to get Haggle, which receives discounts. Not that important, obviously, because we have infinite money, but it's something for him to work on. The next thing I want is Initiative, which will be great for more... Initiative will be great for more Cactuar farming, because then I just got to put him on... Well, I already have him, but just give myself Initiative, and then basically I can do all the things I need to do at Cactuars. Oh, okay. The Tech Squad? Is that like Geek Squad from Best Buy? Well, I mean, that's cool. It's cool that there's people still alive. Looks that way. All I did was, turn it on. Personal data bank. Oh, hit down. Well, I don't think there's really a point to doing that, but... That would be good, since, you kind of need to deal with that. Oh no, the TI-80 is broken. Oh, sweet. Look how many steps from Trabia Gardens gargoyle statue. Oh, it's someone's diary. Ooh, scandal. Yeah, see, that's the hint for how to find the Weapons Monthly. Selfie! But first, let me take a selfie. Yeah, what's the deal here? Aw, I don't think she's concerned about the teddy bear, because you're still, alive. He is. He's actually a very good bear. Ooh, scandal. Is that one of those, haunted doll scenarios? Word of warning, kids. Do not fuck with haunted objects. Just don't. Oh, okay. We're gonna go shooting some b-ball outside the school. Okay. You do that. We'll see you in like 2 years when you're in juvie because you're addicted to the marijuanas. Okay. So yeah, ooh, it's dude. Probably the Xanarcanabes. Stupid missiles. How dare they? How dare they interrupt our NCAA basketball tournament? Mog Moogle team? The Mach Chocobos? Is that a... Yeah, see, okay, he was just pronouncing it wrong. I thought it was a mistranslation, but nope. What are they supposed to... It's missiles! What do you expect them to do with, you know, missiles? Okay, so yeah, here's an aura draw point, which we definitely want Mika to do. I think this might be one of the ones that never respawns, because aura is a very powerful spell. What aura does is it inflicts a status upon you that allows you to be in the condition fulfillment for a limit break without actually having to be at critical HP. Yeah, kinda. Oh, so they... Okay, I guess they disarmed it, kind of like, you know, the nuke in Megaton. But the basketball court is over here. Yeah. As soon as Selfie's done dealing with her friends, we're leaving. Well, no, I mean, why would they invade? Well, actually, I don't think they need to invade so much as... Well, actually, no, because if they were determined to eliminate them, then definitely shooting missiles at them and then rushing to get there to kill any stragglers would have been the best bet. But apparently they're not doing that. Then again, I doubt that they were doing too much thinking into what the follow-up was with the missiles, since they just kind of launched them willy-nilly. Well, no, they did actually decide to do that, but I guess they weren't thinking of, like, they weren't preempting an invasion with that. They just wanted to retaliate. Well, she was hired by Galbadia. Duh. Well, we don't know. We'll never know that. Well, we'll find out eventually, I assume. Yeah, what is the deal with Alone, actually? It's already been confirmed that Alone is the one who's letting us see those visions of Laguna and crew. Oh God, think with the top head, Irvin. Just stop. It's okay. Let me cheer up. Yeah, you're a party member. I'm not gonna leave you behind. Why is she questioning this? I wish I knew, but she kind of missiled the garden. Oh, I guess it's about us fighting in general, not necessarily fighting the sorceress specifically. But yeah, I mean, everybody in this room right now would love an alternative solution to just stop all this mess, but... I don't know if that's true. I think he's just projecting that, like, it doesn't see... Because the solution's not coming to him either, so... Yeah. that is also a problem with like humans in general. Is that everybody will say, "Oh, come up with the solution." You're not trying when they can't do it either. So it's just like, okay, well, if you can't do it, why do you expect me to? Yeah. We were trained to fight the sorceress, and that's it. I don't even understand my own feelings. I'm a JRP protagonist. Yeah, so like, all the other, there was a lot of resistance factions in Timber, but Mika's was the only one. The Forest Owls were the only ones that were doing anything. And now she suddenly like lost her spine, it seems. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We are a party. Well, that's because we're like hardened battle veterans, and you're just a person. But I mean, she's trying to say that like she starts to feel left out because we rush into battle because it's our duty, and though it's her purpose, she would rather not. And it's like when you start to feel like you got left behind, when you rush to catch up, there's always that fear that when you do catch up, everyone will just look at you with some kind of contempt for essentially not pulling your weight. Yeah, and she's also feeling that because she feels left behind, when she does catch up, something might have happened that she could have prevented. I don't know why Irvine's talking like this. Nailed it. Of course, he's got the typical JRPG backstory of being an orphan. Yeah, wars do tend to take a lot of people out. Aww. Sephi. No, don't play war. What is it good for? Huh. A stone house. We did see one of those on the map by an ocean. Didn't stop there, but we did pass by it in the ship. Or the garden. Wait, what? So here's the big revelation. Pretty much this entire party grew up in the same orphanage together. We're like almost smacked. I guess we're actually probably approaching the end of disc 2, but and there's Zell. Oh, look. I wonder who this is. Yeah, that's Child Squall right there. Still wondering about where Sis is. Yeah, and he's ashamed of the fact that he was so, I guess, enamored with, not really enamored, but like reliant on someone who eventually abandoned him. No? Where the hell? There you are. I mean, to be honest, like, I don't know how they're, like, what are they hallucinating right now? Or they're just, like, imagining, like, the scene he's describing? I mean, we probably got in trouble for that one. Zell, the voice of reason, you're gonna blow your hand off. No, don't tell, you jerk. Crybaby Zell. Yes, Zell, that's what memories are. We all eventually got in trouble. Well, you were adopted eventually. Now, the thing is that, like, it never goes into any further... Matwin? Matwin? I wonder who that is. Who's that? Seifer. Yeah, Seifer was also there. So yeah, their squabbles have, you know, gone far beyond just how their experiences at the garden. Okay, so you want to talk to all the kids. Seifer was always Seifer. Zell was always crying and screaming. Sorry, I don't remember you. Quistis was difficult to deal with. Selphie was always full of energy. Yep, that's what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. Mika, the lone exception. And no, Mika was not cis. Of course I was there. He was always waiting in the rain for Sis to come back. Not all. Well, I suppose when you don't get close to people, except a certain person, obviously, even when they're not there, you feel alone, even though you're surrounded by people. The whole being alone in a crowded room syndrome. L? What? Oh. Another revelation. Sis was alone. I guess she was also there. And she's got the typical Japanese thing of being Oni-chan, or One-chan, whichever one is sister. Because she's a bit older than they are. And I mean, I think that, like, Kisis, I know, is older than the rest of them by like a couple, like maybe 2 years or so, but Alone is in her like mid-20s at this point, so she's several years older than even Kistis. Yeah, she's the time traveler. I mean, technically we can't change the past, so... Yeah, but even then, like, split, or multiverse theory and, like, split timelines and stuff, like, even changing the past doesn't help you. Like, when you come back to the future that your specific energy is associated with, all the events of the past are still the same. You've just basically created a split in the timeline where a different you is happier. To hear more about this, watch Dragon Ball Z, the Trunks saga. Okay, so we need to speak in order with Irvin. What? No. Don't be like that. Yeah, he's gonna explain. It's gonna have a pretty weak explanation as to why Irvin seems to be able to remember this much more clearly than everybody else. Yeah, so basically, Seifer and I were adopted by Garden since we were, kids, so that... But, like, they seem to have not realized it pretty much the entire time. They've been, like, living at the garden together. I'm guessing Selphie got adopted, quote-unquote, by Trabia. But now, all the memories are basically coming back. Kisis was adopted by probably somewhere else. And ended up at the garden later. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Of course, like, by the time when she was, like, adopted, the formative years of childhood are now past, so... there's probably a lot of things she just naturally forgot. Because, I mean, honestly, how much can anyone in, watching right now claim that they remember everything that happened when they were 5? Yeah. So basically, Seifer always picked on me, I ignored him, and then he would escalate to a challenge, and I responded because I'm not a wimp. Yeah. Obviously, there's the whole matter of pride. You can't just let someone walk all over you, because then they'll just do that forever. And yeah, Kisis was trying to be the big sister. That's why she was always, mothering over me. Yeah. Yeah, so she thought at one point she was in love with me, but then, she's now realizing that it was just trying to protect me and be, like, the person I could lean on instead of alone. Okay, so we talked to Irvin, now we have to talk to her. What? Really? Definitely. I mean, clearly he acts like he hasn't. I suppose. But he's also kind of got that, like, romantic dream thing. Yeah, and I mean, how could you forget growing up? I mean, technically, like, if we were adopted by the time we were 5, we didn't really grow up together. But here's the sort of weak explanation. And it's about the Guardian Forces. They provide power, but they take their own place inside the brain. So, yeah. Which is probably, as far as the Guardian Force is concerned, that's probably the easiest place for them to reside because you don't technically, like, as far as like brain areas go, your memories are not the most functional or practical. Yeah. Yeah, so basically Irvine went most of his life without junctioning a GF, and we, obviously being from the garden at young ages, we would have been trained a bit more with them from an earlier age, and thus it would have essentially stolen more of our childhood memories because those were closer to the forefront than Irvin. Okay, Keistis and then selfie. If you talk to anybody in a different order, they have random takes on stuff, but it's not that interesting. I got another confession to make. He's 12. She wanted an outdoor training session. Oh. Okay. Some random monster just had a GF in it. Oh, yeah. So basically, she's had GF experience longer than she originally claimed. She can't even remember the name of it. I don't know. We can't really just stop using them. Yeah. Zell's pretty attached to his memories, it looks like. Yeah, do you want to stop? Like, that's where all our power comes from. We can't really just stop. Yeah. Unless you want to go out and give somebody, like, all the bonus things and then level them to 100. Oh, a diary. Oh, yeah. A physical record would probably help us rekindle memories as we continue onward. God damn it, Zell. He seemed like that was an odd switch. He went from, is that really what you want, to, well, I guess we should. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of got to decide between, like, we need this now. You know, what is it actually going to take away with us, and is that worth it in the end? Matron? I think it's who he meant when he said Matwin. She was joining the Black Parade. Oh, there she is. Hi. Aw, seems like a very nice lady. They who? Look alike? Nah. Oh. So basically, we grew up in an orphanage, which was run by the person we just tried to assassinate. Nice job putting the, like, sorceress theme in the background there. What do you mean, why? Yes, that's true. That is the literal question of why, Irvin. Yeah, there's going to be an explanation for this later, and it is very much just kind of a thing where you go, oh god, is that it? Mm-hmm. Seed and Garden were created by Sid and his wife. Sid's last name is Kramer, so is Edia, so yeah. How are you not a seed? I mean, well, I mean, if they were specifically stated that, like, Irvin, I think he was at Galbadia Garden, but he was not a seed. And yeah, why does she want to, if she's, you know, the one who created Seed, why does she want to know what it is? There's got to be something else going on there. I'm thinking. Dude, get off me. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's definitely a thing that we can get behind and how she's feeling, but, we do have to do this. Yeah, so basically he brought all this up because he doesn't want, like, us to remember or figure it out in, like, a crucial moment and hesitate. Okay, Irvin, that's not... I mean, technically just because you think there's only one path does not mean there wasn't more than one. I mean, just because, like, you are in a point where you have to take this one because the consequences for not taking it are too high, that doesn't mean there's, yeah. That doesn't mean there's not another path that could have been taken. Seriously. Like, you're just talking out your butt right now. You just said there was only one path. That's called fate. It's not making any sense. That's called adoption, Irvin. It is a thing. Oh, so you're the crybaby too? So yeah, everything somehow got into a circle, and now we're good to go. And it is a pretty big decision. Do we fight the woman who technically raised us, at least for some of our formative years? Yeah, but I mean, there's nowhere really to run. She does run a country. I can't believe you have to fight someone I didn't think about until just now. Are you gonna pull out the we work for you thing? Yeah, so we have to fight. Yeah. And we want you to come with us, because you're our caster. I mean, technically we're still under contract. Oh, look, it's snowing. Wait, what? Shiva's gonna come down and wreck face. Actually, we control her, so no, but... So yeah, that is our next plot destination, Edia's Orphanage. You do have the ability to basically go around and do a bunch of stuff. Well, I mean, no, because alone. Yeah, but you still can't change the present, really. At least we can uncover the truth. But yeah, we want to go to that house on the southern continent, on the far western edge. And then to basically continue on with, you need to talk to Mika there. Now I think we're all scared. Yeah, so we don't want to think too hard on it because then... But yeah, nobody wants to fight, especially her, now that we realize who we're fighting. Okay, so you and who else was it? Mika. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we're done here for now. I want to get out of the thing. Because I do want to go back in here. And you get back in here the same way. Okay, so I want to play Selfie's friend in Triple Triad. Oh, okay. Can I donate, really? I want to play her for cards, because we need to win... what is it? We need to win the Selfie card. And then we can go... Then we basically can go back and... do any of the thing that we missed out on, and also get some more Ultimas. So I'm going to do that, and then we will be back basically near the orphanage to continue on with the story. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.